Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Cody Carpenter here from the YouTube channel Cody Knows. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, smack that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date with all my future videos. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Facebook Ads Manager breakdown section to see what parts of your Facebook ad campaigns are working the best, what's generating the best return on investment, etc., etc. I like to start diving into the breakdown section once I've spent a few $100s, because then you can start to see in general what's working the best. So with that said, let's just dive on in. So right now it is, okay, so it's May 19th today. I'm gonna go the last 7 days, and the last 7 days we've spent 1.1k on this campaign. I might even go last 14 days. I've been running this for about 10 days. So I've spent $1,400 on this campaign so far. And it shows 43 registrations completed. There's actually a little more to it. A few of them didn't fire. So a $50 payout. So that's $2,150, but probably like $2,300 is a more accurate prediction. So this is running at approximately a 50 to like a 55% return on investment, which is really good for the first week and a half. And I've been starting to work on scaling. And in order to scale, I need to see what is working. So right away, you got three main sections when you go into your breakdown. You can break it down by time, you can break it down by delivery, or you can break it down by action. So for starters, I could choose day and just see get a progress report on every day that I've ran this, and it'll show you how much you earned, the cost per registration per day, and all that good stuff. I don't break it down by day that much, but you can if you want to. I like to go by delivery, and the first one I do is age and gender. Okay, so now we got it by age and gender, and then sorted by registrations completed at the highest right here. So the age and gender with the most registrations completed is 35 to 44 female. We got 11 registrations completed. The cost per registration was $24.24, and this is like exactly a 100% return on investment because the offer payout is $50. So one thing that I could think about when I'm starting to scale this campaign even more is to maybe do one campaign strictly focusing on 35 to 44, and then start that campaign out with an increased budget and start scaling that. So all this stuff is good to know. 25 to 34 male is the age and gender with the second most completed registrations with 9, and those are costing even less. Male 45 to 55, 6 registrations completed, but the cost per is 43, so significantly higher than the previous two. And then down here, 45-54, 45-54, 6, 23-61, and then look at this one, 80. So I'm losing money on this age and gender. So male 35 to 44. I've only had 4 complete registrations, so $200 in revenue, but I've spent $349. So that's interesting stuff, and this is why you want to dive into your breakdown so you can start to see who is your most profitable audience, and then maybe even separate them and start scaling. Okay, so that's that. That's age and gender. So you can go business locations, country, region. I'll do region. I'm only targeting US for this campaign. So California is my highest converter with 7. And look at the cost per complete registration, $14.64. That is insane. So that's a crazy good return on investment. My thinking right away is another campaign targeting just California, and then making it more California related with my ad copy and my new creatives to include California in it. That will increase the click-through rate and probably result in getting even lower cost per completed registration. And then you can go down. Texas is decent, but it's $43 per converted or complete registration. Pennsylvania, that's huge, 4 conversions, only $9. Louisiana is really good too. So you can always have that in your back pocket to separate your winning states and then do a state specific campaign. I'm probably going to be doing that, especially with California, Pennsylvania, and Louisiana at some point. Okay, so that's region. So next up, platform and device. So iPhone and Facebook is the most with $35 per complete registration with 16 total. That's awesome. It's good to see. And then Instagram, Android down here, that's not really doing much, but for the majority it's Facebook and the device iPhone and Android. So interesting stuff. And then you can go by placement and device. So you see you can do that, as well as like age and gender, platform and device, or placement and device. So that saves time by choosing the double. And then you could do time zone, so time of day by my time zone or the viewer's time zone. So let's see, by the viewer's time zone, 7 to 8 p.m. is the time where most of the conversions happened, and that's a really good cost per conversion. So now let's go down and see what the highest price is. So right here, 1, 2, 3 at 70. Okay. So from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., we've spent 72, and we've only had 1 complete registration. One thing I could do is set up a lifetime campaign and then schedule my ads to run in a certain time frame. Like, let's say if your cost per complete or your cost per conversion after 8 p.m. falls dramatically, then you could set up a lifetime budget, because then you can schedule your ads to run all day but stop at 8 p.m. every night or every day. So that's one thing to consider. Moving on, I don't want to drag this out too long. So we did that, time of day, then by action, I don't really mess with that. So those are the basics of how I break it down. And another thing to keep in mind, if you're using the dynamic creative with Facebook advertising, then you could go to the ads tab, and then when you choose the breakdown, when you're in the ads tab over here, it'll be by dynamic ad or whatever. Then you can see, because with the dynamic Facebook ads campaign, you can have multiple images and multiple headlines, multiple call to actions, and then Facebook will automatically like match up every different combination and run its own test. And then if you do run that, then you can break it down in the ads section right there, and then breakdown. So that is it for this video. If you guys want to tell me what you want to see on my YouTube channel, you can drop a comment below, or you can join my free Facebook group. It's a free community. All you got to do is request to join, and then make sure you answer all 3 questions and agree to no spamming and no hate speech, and I'll accept you into the group. I've been answering a lot of people's questions in there, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to give the people what they want. So that is it for this video. If you're not subscribed, remember, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date with all my future videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.